Clayton Kershaw, all eyes on him for the Dodgers, of course, trying to lead LA to the first World Series title since 1988. It's Game 1. Dodgers and Rays comes your way next.
It's surreal to think about where we've been, all we've experienced. Sometimes the only way to get through is to hold on to the things that bring us joy, like this game, which embodies the strength and resilience of this country.
We will never break. We will never break.
Now we arrive at this ultimate matchup.
Stronger than the pain.
Two fitting contenders to continue an extraordinary run towards the ultimate prize and to complete a journey over 30 years in the making. So, it's time to let ourselves dream and revel in the moments that take our breath away.
I don't believe what I just saw.
Welcome to a World Series that we will never forget. Game 1 starts now on Fox.
The World Series on Fox Pregame is sponsored by Geico. We look high above Globe Life Field in Arlington. It is Game 1 of the World Series, and hopefully we do never forget it. On tap for what should be a great series. The two best teams in the league. Randy Arozarena just bursting on the scene with 7 home runs in the postseason. The ALCS MVP for the Rays. There's Cody Bellinger. Hit the big home run in Game 7 to propel the Dodgers to their 3rd World Series in the last 4 years, setting it up for a Game 1 tonight. Good to see you. Welcome into our studio. We can't wait to bring it to you. Game 1 coming your way with my guys, the Big Hurt, Hall of Famer Frank Thomas. Big Poppy David Ortiz is here. A-Rod, Alex Rodriguez, and I'm Kevin Burkhardt. As we take a look at what's trending, getting you up to this Game 1. Let's get into it now. Both these teams, they really were stretched to the max in the LCS round. The Rays jumped out to a 3-0 lead against the Astros, but Houston came back with a vengeance. They would go on to win the next 3. They forced a Game 7. But that's where Charlie Morton was stellar. Randy Arozarena took home MVP honors, his 4th homer of the series, and the Rays clinched their 2nd trip to the Fall Classic. Meanwhile, it was all Braves early in the NL. They went out to a 2-0 series lead and then 3-1, but the Dodgers battled back. 7 homers the final 3 games, including this mammoth tie-breaking blast from Cody Bellinger in Game 7 to clinch their 3rd pennant in 4 years. And on paper, it looks like a David versus Goliath, right? The Dodgers with their storied history, the Rays, 3rd lowest payroll in all of baseball. LA with the 2nd highest. Dodgers, they're the favorites according to Fox Bet Sportsbook. And so there you go. And question is, should the Dodgers be heavy favorites here, Alex?
Are you ready to be entertained?
Welcome to the Fall Classic.
It's the Rays and the Dodgers.
Man, our guys know how to celebrate.
It's Game 1 of the World Series.
Yes, sir, it is. Let's have some fun. What a great matchup for this World Series. It is Game 1 tonight. The Tampa Bay Rays, the Los Angeles Dodgers. Tyler Glasnow getting the ball for Tampa Bay. And the veteran left-hander Clayton Kershaw for the Dodgers. And now welcome inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I am Joe Buck. John Smoltz, a Hall of Famer, is coming right up. Well, after a shortened 60-game regular season, 16 teams got into the postseason tournament, and 2 are left. For the Dodgers, they're here in the Fall Classic for the 3rd time over the last 4 years. You've got a Tampa Bay team that's in the World Series for the 2nd time in franchise history. How did they get here? Well, they just put together the best record in the American League. They have a terrific pitching staff, 3rd best in baseball, and they can bring it. And they have a guy that was just dropped down out of the sky, Randy Arozarena, absolutely red hot. He is setting records every time he steps to the plate. It feels like. And so I'll ask you, Hall of Famer John Smoltz, when you watch this Tampa Bay Rays team, they're fun to watch. They come at it in a different way than most. But, man, they are a dangerous club.
They are. They have more pieces to the puzzle than anybody else, and they put those pieces in place to be an advantage for them. And what I mean by that is their bullpen is so good that if they have a lead going into the 7th inning, 63-0 since last year.
In America, for over a century and a half, generations have loved baseball, experienced heroes, and heartbreak. This game has offered so much from so many, and always, October has meant the world. Tonight, 2 pennant winners step inside the lines to decide one champion. A singular focus dialed in. Growing up, from California to the Caribbean and beyond, each dreamed of this. The glow of these lights, the thrill of the first pitch, thriving under pressure, the drama to come.
Ain't never panic, I'm a superhero.
After all that has occurred in 2020, we arrive here. As a marvelous gentleman once exclaimed, in the year that has been so improbable, the impossible has happened. The Fall Classic endures, and it means as much as ever. The Rays, the Dodgers, the World Series on Fox.
You know it's big when the GOAT lends his voice to Fox Sports and to the World Series. Thank you, Tom Brady. Let's go down to the field and check in with Ken Rosenthal to talk to Dave Roberts.
Thanks, Joe. Dave, you've had 1 day off since playing 7 games in 7 days. You don't know who's going to start tomorrow. How would you describe the state of your pitching staff?
I think great, Kenny. It's something we play for. We had a day off, and all hands on deck. This is the World Series. We're ready to go.
Dave, thank you. Over to Tom Verducci with Kevin Cash.
Thanks. Kevin, pitching carried you here. Now you draw the game's #1 offense. What signs will you look for from Tyler Glasnow early in this game to know that he's executing?
Just that he's landing his breaking ball. If he gets that going early, he can, we know how good these guys are, but he'll give us every opportunity.
Kevin, thank you.
Thank you.